What's good, y'all? What's happening? It's your girl Divine Karma coming in with a chit chat today while I'm out. Y'all know what it is. Out in nature. It's a nice day here in ATL. It's like 67 degrees, not bad. I send you peace, light, love, and harmony, as I always do about this time. Why? Because Divine Karma loves you, baby. Hope everybody's doing okay. Spirit, speak to me, through me, and for me. I told y'all, Spirit, we all call God, I call it the divine, has been on me something serious. I mean, always has been, but it's been, I guess, because we're about to move into this age of Aquarius. And my spiritual energy has been on been on 10 million. And not to mention, I was just watching Terrence Howard and Billy Carson. I've been waiting on that for a long time. Ain't too many things that can hold me for over 2 hours on YouTube to watch. Two things that I've sat and watched was Billy Carson and Terrence Howard, and when Cat Williams did his thing. But I want to talk a little bit about spirituality, witchcraft, Satan, all that jazz, religion. People don't even know the true, what they call, history of witchcraft. If you go back and do research and reading, which I have many occult books in my library. And when you do the research, this was natural for beings. Many of us, even with, voodoo and things of that nature, it was never, bad energy, so to speak. This was natural to have these gifts and powers, on the planet. We were natural beings. This is how everything is, connected. Witchcraft is not of the devil. People ask me, am I a witch? I am many things. But your version of what you call a witch, I don't worship demons. I don't do, the devil to me is not everybody has, that's about being in your higher self and lower self. That's just how I see it. Now, are there demons and dark entities, out there that can, oh yeah, I've had it happen. But I love squirrels. But to be a witch, they burned the witches at stakes because the people that did it, and y'all know when I say who they is, we know who they are, did these things because they didn't know how to harness their energy. They couldn't control them. When you can't control somebody, and especially when you fear the unknown because they didn't know how, people had these powers. These powers were bestowed upon all of us, but some of us don't tap into it. When you tap into it, like myself and other beings, it's a beautiful thing. But when you have a government and people and secret societies that want to control everything, and if they find somebody that is so tapped in to Mother Earth, to every living being on this, all the animals on this planet, to the divine consciousness, to their guides, angels, they realize they can't control them. You can't control them. Because anybody that tapped in, the most thing that those people put fear into you about is death. And once you are that tapped in, and know that there is no such thing as death spiritually and you know, on a soul energetic vibration, you can't control that person anymore. And they couldn't have that. Witches are some of the most in tune to spirit and source. Now, am I saying, you know, then most people are. Now, am I saying everybody uses these gifts for good? I'm not saying that. There are people that use these gifts for manipulation of people to get somebody to do what they want, you know, and things of that nature. Newsflash. Your people that you're voting for, they're sitting in a house that's painted white, and all the secret societies and those that govern most of the stuff on this planet, documented facts. They know about sorcery. They know about spells and rituals. These are documented facts, but they are using them to enslave the world. So when you get people like myself and other beings that's on that frequency, but we're doing it for the opposite reason, to uplift humanity, to move how spirit, you know, has, you know, imploded us, for lack of better words, to move. They can't have that. They're of the dark. You know, and we are of the light. The light always wins, love. The thing about it is the transmutation of the dark becoming the light. Thousands of years go in between to where people are, you know, part of the process. You got religious folks, you got, you know, guides and angels and people like us that are connected. You know, you got all these beings that's part of non-playable NPCs, non-playable characters that are in the middle of all these thousands of years that the dark is, you know, the light has to win, but it's a process. So am I a witch in what most people think is a witch? Harming people and, you know, worshiping the devil and all of that? Yes, I'm a medium. Facts. And a lot of people I grew up with back home, they don't understand. They think this is because I didn't grow up like this. My awakening happened around 2014, 2015. And when it came, I don't know who my people, well, I do know who my people are in spirit world, but at that time I didn't. And when I tell you they laid that awakening in my lap so swift, because it was my time. This is what my soul signed up for. So, am I a witch? I am a witch of the Most High, of the divine consciousness. Because true witches from that time, it wasn't a bad thing. They were tapped in to the universe, to Gaia, to earth, to the soil, to the sky, to the water, to all the elements. They're guides, angels. They can speak to the ancestors and the ancestors speak to them, and they can hear them loud and clear like they still hear. So in that aspect, absolutely. I claim that. Always will be. Am I an oracle? Absolutely. This is not a game for me. This happened. I was awakened. I was chosen. And I answered the call. A seer? I am. A medium? I am. Channeler? I am. Psychic? I am. The tarot cards, that's like child's play for me now. And I love doing tarot, don't get me wrong. But people don't realize a lot of times when I'm doing tarot, I'm getting downloads from whoever I'm reading for, guides and angels and ancestors, for messages. It's not just the cards. I'm the conduit, right? Because that's what witches are, conduits. That's what oracles are and seers are. We're conduits. Conduits. And people get bent out of shape. You even mentioned voodoo. Voodoo was simply, if you do your research, was never nothing bad. It was, the same energy as who they were calling witches and things of that nature. It's the same energy. I'm connected to spirit in ways that most religious folks will never be. And that's going to rub some people the wrong way. That's not my problem. Because most religious folks, they are attached to and put their faith in and believe in the religion and the ideology of who the slave masters told them who God was. And I'm telling you, I'm so more connected to spirit and the divine consciousness than some religious folks will ever in their lifetime be. Because they truly don't understand, and understand who spirit is. They more worried about the name of who you call the divine consciousness, arguing over prophets and my religion is better than yours. And those are the ones that they think somebody's finna come save them. They're lost. These are the people that's lost. They're not connected to spirit, to they're connected to who they've been told God is from the slave masters, from the government. Did you know King James, the one that was selected, so to speak, to write the version of the Bible that's the most, the Bible wasn't even his best work. He was known for the multitude of copies of a book that he wrote about sorcery, witches, wizards, and magic. People don't even know that. The Bible wasn't even his so-called bestseller. His bestseller that way far surpassed anything to do with the Bible was literally a book on witchcraft, sorcery, wizards, and things of that nature, magic. Again, don't believe me? Go look it up. We won't get into the fact that he was, bisexual and was a pedophile. Not tripping on the bisexual part. People love who you love and be happy. That's all that matters to me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But the pedophile part, yeah, this is who they selected to write that version of the Bible. And had to turn around. I got an appointment, so I got a yoni steam at 2. But people don't even know this. The government has documented policies on the law of attraction, magic. Again, please don't take my word for it. Please look it up. The main religious people that are fussing about witches and you worshiping demons and all this craziness because of, ones that are tapped into, magic and wizards and things of that nature. They have no idea that when they sit there and watch CNN all day about an election, everything their government is doing is witchcraft, but in a dark way. Your government has been putting spells and all kinds of nonsense in play on this planet for eons. Eons. You think sorcery and witchcraft and those things are an occult? Newsflash. Let me tell you what an occult is. An occult is when you can get a massive amount of folks to believe in something, have them have faith in something that they have no proof of. Religion is a cult, is an occult. It really is. It really is. I'm not down in the Bible. It has good lessons in it. King James is full of garbage. He was a hot mess, but that's another conversation. But religion itself, it's mind control. Let me tell you what, you want to talk about some gangsters? Your government is the biggest gangsters on the planet. If I can get the majority of a whole planet to believe that if they don't do what I tell them to do in this book, that they're going to die or go to some fiery place underground. They're not going to go up in the sky with the sky god with the full beard and the... Listen to me. That's a spell. That's an occult. That's what that is. And make people believe that there's some man coming back to save you. I have a question. What makes a religious person think out of all the, because at this point, scientifically proven, this planet has been here hundreds of thousands of years, if not millions. Which means there were civilizations and all kind of life form. Life was going on before the Bible was even written. Before anything about Yeshua, Jesus went and studied at the mystery schools. That's why they didn't pick him up to 12. And he did not leave this planet at 33. Let the Hindus tell you. After they tried to kill him, he got with his wife, Mary Magdalene, which they did have children. Sarah Kali was a daughter. Simon was their son. She got her man, and his mama got him where they thought he was going to transcend, that he was going to die. And they went back to India, to the mystery schools. And that's where he lived his life at. You want to know what an occult is? To make some people think that some man died to save you from all your sins, and that he's coming back to get you. People believe what they want to believe. Especially, it says ye are gods in the Bible. Yeshua also said, what he's done, all of us can do, and greater things. Okay? Yeshua, real person, love his lessons, absolutely. But the ideology and the religion that they didn't put behind you behind it to make you think that he's coming back here to get you. What makes you think out of all the hundreds of thousands of years that Yeshua is going to pick when you here to come? Child, we've been in the last days for the last thousands and thousands of... Come on, y'all. Come on. I know scholars who break the Bible down to reality, to make it real, outside of the craziness that they've made you believe. There are good lessons in the Bible. But the people that think because you go to a building on Sundays and pray to the sky daddy that they've made you believe is some man in a cloud, the fact that somebody will tell you their source, omega, beginning, end, all of this, and then give it a gender as if it's human. It's a man. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I'm not in an occult. I'm not doing nothing demonic. I'm connected, like I said, I'm connected to spirit, to source, than most people that are called themselves religious will ever in this lifetime be. Ever. I'm not sitting nowhere calling on no demons. I'm not sitting there. Now, what I will do, did I learn the basics of voodoo? I absolutely did, for protection. Because you have entities out here that are not that are not even of this planet. Now, there's some demons in some physical bodies out here. There's some dark entities in some physical bodies. Half of them in your government that y'all sit in front of the TV worrying about who gonna be in a house that's painted white. Most of them is these people. Nobody can stop this awakening that's happening on the planet. And for my spiritual people that's going through your awakening, don't worry about, it can be a lonely ride sometimes when most of your family and friends and people you know are stuck in the occult of religion, thinking somebody's coming to save you. The thing about that is, religious folk want to think somebody's coming to save them because it's the easy way out. They don't have to take accountability. So when they do leave, when their physical body is laid down and their soul does have to go before the divine consciousness, and the divine has all these questions, well, why you do this? Because that's what the religion told me. That's what the religion told me to do. Right? There's no, they get to blame everything on the religion. You think spirit want to hear that? Spirit gonna look into you and be like, religion? What did I tell you in your soul? I didn't tell you anything about believing in some books. Some people write it. Anytime humans got their hands in anything, it's gonna be some flaws, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of them. People talking about, well, the New Testament is slavery in the New Testament, child. Y'all worshiping a whole book that has told brown people to worship your slave master. Kill women, kill babies. But y'all say because I decide to spend time with spirit, just me and spirit, that I'm in the occult. I have a news flash. Religious folks, you've been in a damn occult from day one. And I can speak on it because I grew up in the church. And soon this stuff didn't start making sense to me when I got older. Around 2005, 2006 is when I started having questions. My awakening was beginning, but it didn't fully kick in till like 2014, 15. But around 2005, 2006, I started having questions that the pastor didn't have no answers to. He had a theory. Questions like, if the letter J wasn't invented when the Bible was wrote, why did y'all call him Jesus? Which, if you look up the word, the Hindus call him Jesus. And I'm reading, I told you I was reading the Gospel of the Holy 12, and that's what they call him, Jesus. People, Christians don't even know the word Jesus itself. The etymology of the word Jesus actually means Hail Zeus. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. Actually means Hail Zeus, because the name came in that era. It means Hail Zeus. They say amen. Don't even know. They're giving power. Every time you say amen or amen, you're doing witchcraft and sorcery, because you're giving power to the Egyptian god Amun-Ra. That was the spell that he put on humanity when he went to the underworld. He said, I'm creating a word that is so close to my name that every time they say it, they will say it millions and millions of times, over and over again. And every time they say it, it will give me power in the underworld. And he created the word Amen because it's the closest thing to Amun-Ra. But y'all tell me I'm in the occult. Okay. No, I'm into God. I'm into Christ consciousness. Christ is not a person. It's a consciousness. It's an energy. Christ consciousness is doing what Yeshua, who y'all call Jesus, would have done. Trying to accomplish what he was trying to accomplish. Uplifting humanity. Treating people how they want to be treated. Moving in love on this planet. That's what he stood for. He was a freedom fighter. That's the consciousness. That's Christ. Yeshua was a person. Christ is not a person. And again, I'm done trying to convince people. A lot of people on this planet, they so crazy. They'll be back. They'll reincarnate and come back to repeat this cycle again because they just don't get it. They don't. They just don't get it. And whatever you believe in makes you a better person, then good for you. You roll with that. But don't expect for anybody that don't believe in what you believe in this book, that for most brown people, the slave masters made, it's just like, I can't even wrap my head around it now that I'm awakened and conscious. This didn't even belong to us. If I had to pick a religion, let's just say Spirit said I got to pick a religion. Just hypothetically speaking, it would definitely be, Hinduism or Buddhism, because that's the closest that I've seen a religion come to knowing thyself and knowing that who you claim to be is the Most High is already inside of you. It's the closest that I've seen. But I don't do religion. I do God. And that's my new motto. I said it in my video the other day. I do God. And that's it. That's all. So if y'all want to hold on to the ideology and the books and that was written by people that want to enslave you, just think, if there was no religion and all you could rely on was you connecting to who you say is God, where would we be as a planet? Where would we be as the human race? Where? Well, I have to get on my merry way. Y'all like how I got this little weed head cocked to the side? It was a little cool earlier, but I'm definitely about to take it off. It's crazy how Genesis actually stands for the generation of Isis. The whole freaking first chapter of the Bible was written, and well, not written, but in reference to Genesis, the generation of Isis. Crazy thing is, half these religious folks don't even know, going by the Bible, you already in a whole occult, child. A whole occult. Put my other shoes on, y'all bear with me. So they stole the 10 commandments from the 42 laws of Ma'at. There were 42 commandments. Ma'at wrote them. The goddess. M-A-A-T. That's where they got the 10 commandments from. Most of the Bible is generated and copied from the Emerald Tablets. Plagiarism. Most of the stuff that they say Yeshua said, Jehudi, Thoth, whoever you want to, whichever one of the million names you want to go by, called himself, had already written it. Some of the stuff in the Bible was verbatim out of the Emerald Tablets, word for word. And again, people believe what they want to believe. You believe in what you want to believe in. But don't tell me I'm in an occult or I'm in this, that, or the third, because I decided not to believe in the ideology and who somebody told me who God was, who the divine is. Because I know who the divine is. I spend time with it. And like I said, I laugh at this point, especially at a lot of religious people. Not everybody, because some religious folks do kind of mingle with, mix both. And but I am more connected to God, the source, and people like me are more connected to God and source than most religious folks on this planet, right? Because I bet you divine ain't coming back through this joint no more, unless it's as a guardian angel. But these religious folks, they'll be back again. They're gonna come back through here again, reincarnated, because they didn't learn the first time. This is your girl Divine Karma. Y'all know the drill. I love you, and I love it when you love me back. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.